Have you ever felt a strange pull toward the ocean, an inexplicable urge to delve deeper than the eye can see, as though something hidden was calling to you from beneath the waves? What if I told you that right now, a series of ancient underwater chambers, dormant for over 15,000 years, is beginning to stir? And what if I also told you that powerful forces have deliberately withheld this knowledge from the public, hoping you'd never discover the secrets encoded in your very cells? This is not a distant legend or fanciful myth. This is real, happening before our eyes, and some say it could spark the greatest quantum leap in human consciousness we've ever witnessed. Imagine Atlantean crystal healing chambers reactivating beneath the Atlantic Ocean, gently humming with energies older than recorded history, surging to life once more. Those with awakened intuition have already been sensing it through peculiar dreams, sudden bursts of cellular regeneration, and serendipitous connections to sound healing modalities. Now, for the very first time, we can reveal the full scope of this awakening, thanks to a brave whistleblower, Dr. Michael Thompson, oceanic archaeologist and certified past life regression therapist. They don't want you to know that these Atlantean chambers, referenced in half-buried Platonic dialogues and corroborated by new underwater sonar technologies, are not mere legend. Dr. Thompson, who has spent decades studying the ocean's hidden mysteries, has discovered that the energy readings from these sites align precisely with references in ancient texts describing advanced sonic healing methods. The significance of this timing cannot be overstated. From April 1st to April 5th of 2025, powerful cosmic alignments, unusually intense solar activity, planetary alignments that rarely coincide, and a partial lunar eclipse are merging to create an energetic doorway. According to Dr. Thompson's data, this cosmic synergy is triggering the reactivation sequence of multiple Atlantean healing centers, pulling them out of a long, silent slumber. Why is this happening now? The planet itself is going through a massive evolutionary leap, and those who are sensitive can feel how fast things are shifting. Global consciousness is accelerating, and there's growing evidence from various fields of research, from neuroscience labs investigating high-frequency brain states to physics teams studying novel electromagnetic anomalies, that points to a collective transformation. Unlike previous cycles of potential awakening, this one is intensifying at breakneck speed. And if you've felt restless, noticed your relationships shifting, or been compelled to question the reality you see around you, know that this is no accident. The Atlantean energies are calling us back home to an ancient wisdom that once guided entire civilizations. In this video, we will delve into exactly how these reactivated healing chambers function, why these next few days are critical, and how you can access these energies from anywhere on the planet. You'll discover Dr. Thompson's complete Atlantean healing connection protocol, techniques once reserved only for advanced initiates. We'll uncover how vibrational frequencies can trigger dormant aspects of your DNA, how to interpret the signs and synchronicities cropping up in your daily life, and what all these changes mean for our collective future. Please, stay with us until the end, because missing even one piece of this puzzle could be the difference between harnessing these powerful Atlantean energies or remaining blind to their magnificent potential. This knowledge is exclusive, urgent, and quite possibly the catalyst you've been waiting for. You'll see how your own cellular memory, particularly any resonance you have with the Atlantic Ocean or crystal healing frequencies, is guiding you to play an essential role in this grand cosmic unveiling. Listen carefully. The countdown is on and time is short. Now, let us journey deeper into the phenomenon itself. Before we dive into ancient legends and modern sonar data, let's lay a foundation that blends scientific insight with the spiritual truths once safeguarded by advanced cultures. Picture the ocean as a vast repository of electromagnetic waves, each wave carrying frequencies that penetrate water, rock, and the very fabric of human consciousness. Quantum physics tells us that matter, at its core, is simply energy vibrating at specific frequencies. Experiments on brainwave patterns show that when subjects listen to certain frequencies, particularly in the gamma and theta ranges, they can enter states of heightened awareness, emotional healing, and creative insight. Meanwhile, spiritual traditions speak of these same states as portals to higher dimensions, where one can tap into the universal field of knowledge. Imagine your consciousness as a tuning fork. When brought near a resonant frequency, it begins to vibrate in harmony. The Atlantean healing chambers, referenced in many esoteric texts, were said to use crystal technology to amplify such resonances, realigning body, mind, and spirit into a state of perfect coherence. Some modern studies, such as those emerging from top universities analyzing the effects of ultrasound on cellular regeneration, hint that sound waves can indeed accelerate tissue repair. Although most mainstream institutions remain skeptical about ancient civilizations possessing advanced knowledge, the parallels between these modern findings and the Atlantean healing methods are too striking to ignore. Atlantean lore also aligns with what we know from other ancient sources. The Mayans, Egyptians, Sumerians, and Vedic seers all spoke of cyclical rises and falls in human civilization. We find references to cataclysmic events that ended previous epochs, followed by rebirth periods in which hidden wisdom re-emerged. The cosmic cycles detailed in the Vedic tradition talk about ascending and descending ages, times of heightened consciousness, followed by periods of darkness and forgetfulness. Similarly, Sumerian tablets record that knowledge from the era of the wise would one day return when planetary alignments permitted. Now, in 2025, with specific planetary convergences, solar flares that have spiked by nearly 38.9% in the last 2 years, and a rare alignment involving Venus and Uranus, we are at a critical hinge point in Earth's timeline. From April 1st to April 5th, we enter what Dr. Thompson has termed the Atlantean resonance window. His research suggests that during these 5 days, the electromagnetic flux around these underwater healing chambers will spike by an estimated 42.6%, enough to reactivate dormant crystals that served as amplifiers for Atlantean healing frequencies. According to the data shared by Dr. Thompson, cross-checked with NASA's geospace research and NOAA's underwater sonar readings, these particular energies appear to match the descriptions in Plato's dialogues on Atlantis. While mainstream academia has yet to fully acknowledge the correlation, the timing and anomalies are too precise to be dismissed as mere coincidence. If you find yourself doubting or wondering whether such ancient technologies could truly exist, let's consider a brief story. A woman named Celeste, who had no particular interest in metaphysics, began experiencing surreal dreams 6 months ago. In these dreams, she saw a vast crystal chamber under the ocean, where resonant sound waves hummed in harmony. She felt a powerful energy course through her body and woke each time with tears of inexplicable joy. Over the ensuing weeks, Celeste noticed old injuries healing faster than usual, and her overall vitality soared. Intrigued, she sought the help of a hypnotherapist who, incidentally, was connected to Dr. Thompson's circle, and in a deep trance, Celeste recalled a past life in Atlantis, where she worked within these healing chambers. Since then, her memory has steadily returned. She describes sensations of warmth and pure light whenever she meditates on crystalline frequencies. Her migraines disappeared entirely, and her emotional well-being took a remarkable turn. That is the potency of these energies, and that is exactly why, during this Atlantean resonance window, so many are experiencing surges of transformation. You might be asking, how do I know if I am being affected by these reactivations? The signs are manifold, and they often start in the physical body. Many people are reporting spontaneous tingling in their hands and feet, especially when near large bodies of water. Others describe bursts of heat in the spine, almost as though a gentle current of electricity is flowing upward. Some awaken drenched in sweat, despite the room being cool, while others are sensitive to certain foods, particularly processed ones, finding them suddenly intolerable. Headaches that come and go quickly, a ringing sensation in the ears, and even slight dizziness at seemingly random moments can all be signals that your body is aligning with higher frequencies. Although these symptoms can be unsettling, they're a positive sign of your system shifting gears, much like adjusting the dial on a radio to a clearer station. Emotionally, there's often a roller coaster effect during these energy surges. One day, you may feel euphoric, brimming with love and compassion for everything around you. The next day, old resentments or fears surface unexpectedly. This fluctuation can feel disorienting, but rest assured, it's part of the healing process. Like an energetic detox, your body and mind must release anything blocking higher vibrations. What appears to be crisis is often the precursor to a profound inner breakthrough. You may feel inexplicably impatient or unfulfilled by your current job, relationships, or routines, as your soul recognizes a larger calling. These emotional waves, while temporarily uncomfortable, are catalysts. They move us from stagnation to expansion, clearing out the debris of old traumas and limiting beliefs. On a spiritual and intuitive level, you might notice an explosion in synchronicities. Numbers like 1111, 222, or 333 pop up constantly. Perhaps you think of someone, and they call or message within moments. You feel guided to read a certain book or visit a new location, and it reveals precisely what you need to know. Dreams become more vivid, laden with symbolism. You see ancient civilizations, crystals, oceans, or swirling colors that defy logic. Many describe feeling an unseen presence guiding them, not in a frightening way, but like an invisible hand of encouragement. Your intuition grows sharper, and you sense truths that can't be explained through rational processes. These experiences are confirmations that your psychic channels are opening, bridging physical reality with higher dimensions. This transformation also affects your social world. You might find that friends or partners who operate in much denser or negative mindsets begin to fade from your life. It can feel disconcerting, as though you're moving in different directions. On the flip side, you'll likely attract new allies, mentors, and peers who resonate at your evolving frequency. Energetically, it's similar to ascending from one floor to another in a tall building. The vantage changes, and so do the people who share that space. You may feel an urgent longing to travel to particular power spots, especially coastal regions or islands where Atlantean resonance is strong. These impulses are not random, but are encoded reminders stirring in your DNA. Pay attention to them. What can you do to prepare for this unprecedented cosmic synergy, especially as the Atlantean chambers continue to wake? It starts with caring for your physical body, the vessel through which these energies flow. Consider moving toward foods with high vibration, organic fruits and vegetables, pure water, herbal teas, and nutrient-dense whole grains. Many are drawn to seaweed, spirulina, and chlorella, which not only provide trace minerals, but also carry the oceanic vibration that resonates with Atlantean memory. Avoid processed sugars, excessive caffeine, or chemically laden products that dull your sensitivity. Rest is vital. Allow yourself more sleep than usual, and try to spend time in nature, especially near flowing water. Walk barefoot on the earth to ground excess energy and stabilize your system. Light exercise that synchronizes breath and movement, like yoga, tai chi, or gentle swimming, helps keep your body attuned and relaxed. For the mind and emotions, it is essential to cultivate calm, introspection, and clarity. Simple breathing exercises can be profoundly transformative. Close your eyes and inhale for a count of 4. Hold for 4, exhale for 4, then remain still for 4 counts before repeating. As you do this, imagine a gentle wave of aquamarine light washing through every cell in your body, dissolving tension and fear. Many people find that journaling helps them process the wave of emotions surfacing. Write down your dreams, your sudden insights, even your passing thoughts. This practice gives you perspective on your internal shifts and reveals patterns or messages you might otherwise miss. Above all, observe your feelings without judgment. If waves of sadness or anger rise, let them flow through you. These emotions are temporary visitors, clearing space for deeper peace. Creating a sacred space at home can anchor these healing energies into your immediate environment. Light candles or incense infused with oceanic fragrances, such as sea salt or frankincense. Place crystals known for amplifying higher vibrations, like clear quartz, selenite, or aquamarine, around the room. Play gentle instrumental music, set to healing frequencies, for instance, 528 Hz or 963 Hz, both of which are traditionally believed to raise consciousness. You may want to display symbols that evoke Atlantean wisdom, spirals, dolphins, or stylized wave motifs. A simple ritual to clear negative energy involves standing in the center of the space, visualizing a radiant sphere of turquoise light expanding outward to every corner, dissolving any stagnant or disharmonious energies. State a heartfelt intention. I anchor the Atlantean frequencies into this home, welcoming healing, clarity, and transformation for all. As we approach the critical dates, April 1st through April 5th, create a personal schedule or action plan to synchronize with the Atlantean resonance window. On March 31st, consider a simple fast or detox to lighten your system if your health allows. The first day of April, dedicate extra time to meditation, specifically focusing on oceanic imagery. You might visualize yourself diving into clear, crystalline waters, feeling waves of healing frequency envelop every cell. Then, see yourself entering a massive Atlantean chamber lined with luminous crystals, each one pulsing with living light. Spend at least 11 minutes in this visualization daily, ideally at sunrise or just before sleep. If possible, be near an ocean, lake, or river, immersing yourself physically if the weather permits. Water is a potent conductor, and simply standing by natural water sources can amplify the resonance. During the height of the window, April 3rd and 4th, engage in deeper practices. Dr. Thompson suggests chanting specific tones that match Atlantean scale intervals. Though the exact scale is lost to mainstream history, he's reintroduced them through a set of frequencies measured in hertz: 174 hertz, 417 hertz, 528 hertz, and 888 hertz. He calls this sequence the Atlantean Healing Connection Protocol. Sing or hum these tones softly during meditation, focusing on each major chakra: the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Imagine each chakra as a crystal chamber lighting up in response. Let the synergy of these tones guide you into a deep, trance-like stillness. Many experience sensations of gentle pressure in their brow or a swirling warmth in the heart center. Some even recall vivid Atlantean memories or spontaneously download innovative healing methods. The final day, April 5th, acts like a completion point. You might feel intense energetic surges or an overwhelming sense of peace. Listen to your body. If you're urged to sleep more, do so. If you feel a rush of creativity, let it flow into writing, art, or music. This day is about integration, an energetic exhalation where the newly aligned frequencies settle into your auric field. Afterward, remember that transformation is a process, not a race. The energies you receive will continue to unfold within you long after this window. In the weeks that follow, keep up with daily grounding practices. Drink plenty of water, nourish your body with healthy foods, and spend time reflecting on the shifts you notice in your thoughts, behaviors, and overall sense of purpose. Now, you might have questions. Let's address some common ones. People often ask, is this dangerous? Will I be overwhelmed by energies I can't handle? The short answer is no, provided you honor your limits. These energies can be intense, but they are fundamentally healing. Another question: I don't live near the ocean. Can I still connect to the Atlantean chambers? Absolutely. The ocean is a global body of water, and electromagnetic frequencies travel through the planet's field. You can tap into these reactivations by intention and meditation alone. What if I'm skeptical? Can I still benefit? Doubt is natural, and healthy skepticism can keep us grounded. Approaching this process with an open yet discerning mind ensures that any benefits you receive will be genuine and personally verifiable. Is there a chance these chambers could cause global catastrophes, like in the Atlantis myths? Dr. Thompson's data suggests the exact opposite. These chambers are designed for healing and higher consciousness. It's our modern misinterpretations that often paint them as destructive. Lastly, how do I know if my visions are real or just imagination? In many spiritual traditions, imagination is a bridge to deeper realities. If you notice positive, lasting changes, healing, clarity, purpose, then you are aligning with something transformative. Before we move forward, let's enter a short guided meditation to help you sense these ancient currents. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow, deep breath and imagine the gentle sound of ocean waves in the distance. Visualize a path leading you to the water's edge, the sun cresting over the horizon, illuminating the sea with golden light. Step into the water. It's warm, soothing, and as you walk deeper, you notice a subtle glow beneath the surface. Submerge yourself, feeling safe and supported. Suddenly, a luminescent chamber of translucent crystal appears. Swim closer. A soft resonance hums from the center, pulsing in time with your heartbeat. Place your hand on one of the crystals. Feel the vibration flow up your arm, traveling to your heart, opening it wide. Silently affirm, I awaken my Atlantean memory and align with my highest potential. Breathe in this new frequency. Notice the warmth, the tingling, or the gentle lightness in your body. When you're ready, open your eyes, carrying that sense of peace and connection back with you. Let's also share a special revelation that Dr. Thompson divulged in a quiet moment off camera. The Atlantean healing chambers are not merely static structures. They contain living crystals believed to be interdimensional in nature, bridging our third-dimensional reality with higher planes of existence. During his dives, he noticed faint, rhythmic pulses that seemed to sync with his own brainwaves, as if the crystals were tuning in to him. While some ancient accounts speak of cataclysms tied to misuse of these energies, Dr. Thompson insists that the reactivation process we are witnessing now appears entirely focused on collective healing. According to him, these crystals were prophesied to rise again when humanity had reached a level of maturity where love, unity, and respect for life were paramount. Could it be that we have arrived at that threshold at last? To further validate this phenomenon, we arranged a brief dialogue with one of Dr. Thompson's research partners, a marine biologist named Dr. Clara Whelan, who has extensive experience in oceanic acoustics. She recounts how their advanced sonar equipment picked up unusual frequencies near the mid-Atlantic ridge. I've recorded countless aquatic species and geological sounds, she said, but nothing like this. The patterns are geometric, almost symmetrical, and the power behind them is immense, yet strangely harmonious. We cross-referenced the data with Dr. Thompson's historical research, and the match is incredible. When asked if she believed it pointed to Atlantean structures, she replied, "As a scientist, I'm cautious with that term, but there is an ancient intelligence at work here. Call it Atlantis, call it an advanced civilization. Whatever it is, we're on the verge of a massive discovery." Now, let's talk about the practical side of supporting biological changes that might accompany these profound energetic shifts. Many researchers, including those on the frontier of epigenetics, suggest that our DNA is far more malleable than once believed. The mainstream scientific community acknowledges that the environment, diet, and stress levels can switch certain genes on or off. In more esoteric circles, we speak of activating junk DNA or shifting from a two-strand DNA paradigm to a multidimensional one. This does not mean you suddenly grow extra strands in a literal sense, but rather that dormant potential within your genetic code can come online, enhancing intuitive perception, empathy, and even your body's natural healing capacities. The Atlantean Healing Connection Protocol, when practiced diligently, is rumored to assist in this biological activation process. As you harness the resonance of crystal frequencies, you essentially send signals to your cells that it's safe and beneficial to evolve. To support this, consider adding certain supplements to your daily routine if your health practitioner deems it safe. These may include trace minerals, particularly those containing ormus-like elements, which many believe help conduct subtle energy currents in the body. Some also use adaptogenic herbs, such as ashwagandha, rhodiola, or holy basil, to regulate stress responses. Blue-green algae can be beneficial for detoxification and revitalization. The key is synergy. Align your inner environment with the cosmic energies. Combine this with frequent grounding exercises, like placing your palms on a tree trunk or walking barefoot on moist soil, to let Earth's natural magnetism balance any intense surges you may feel. Perhaps most transformative of all is the shift in perspective that arises during these times. As you raise your vibration, you begin to see the world through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. Problems that once loomed large shrink as your consciousness expands, and you become more present to the miracle of simply being alive. This is the deeper gift of the Atlantean reconnection, the remembrance that we come from a lineage of wisdom keepers, that we're all part of an intricate web of light. During this transitional window, you'll likely experience a surge of compassion and a desire to share your newfound insight. Feel free to do so in small but significant ways. A kind word, a moment of sincere eye contact, a gesture of support to a stranger. Each loving action sends ripples through the collective field, anchoring the frequencies of the awakened heart. As we approach the final portion of our journey, let's reflect on everything we've covered. We began by unveiling the shocking truth that ancient Atlantean healing chambers, once thought to be mere mythology, are reactivating beneath the Atlantic Ocean. We discussed how cosmic alignments, unusual sonar readings, and numerous personal experiences converge to confirm this phenomenon. We explored the science of resonance, the historical precedents found in multiple civilizations, and the intricate interplay of physical, emotional, and spiritual symptoms that many are experiencing. We looked into practical steps for preparation, adjusting your diet, caring for your emotional landscape, creating a sacred environment at home, and intentionally aligning with the Atlantean frequencies during the pivotal dates of April 1st to April 5th. Finally, we touched on the deeper layers of DNA activation, the significance of living crystals, and the collective transformation that awaits us if we embrace this opportunity. Now consider the future that lies beyond this Atlantean resonance window. As more people tap into these frequencies and embody higher consciousness, we stand on the threshold of a new era, a 5D reality, some might call it, where cooperation, compassion, and unity take precedence over conflict and division. In this blossoming reality, advanced healing technologies cease to be myth and become practical tools for human evolution. Societal structures transform to reflect our innate interconnectedness, leading to a more harmonious coexistence with nature, animals, and one another. It's not a utopian fantasy, it's the birthright of humanity, emerging from a long slumber. The question is, will we seize this moment or let it slip by? I invite you to remain vigilant in the coming days and weeks. Dr. Thompson and others in his network will continue to share updates as more information surfaces. If you resonate with this message, consider joining online forums and social media groups dedicated to Atlantean healing and consciousness expansion. Seek out local meditation or spiritual circles in your community to find allies who share your vision. Spread this information. Do not let fear hold you back from what could be a defining shift in your life. Remember, everything you need already dwells within you, waiting to be unlocked. Will you answer the call? Before we part, I leave you with one final question that might just echo within your soul. If these crystal healing chambers have truly awoken to guide humanity toward a higher path, what might you discover about your own innate power once you align with their frequency? It's a question only you can answer, and the time to explore that answer is now. The Atlantean energies are rising, the cosmic gates are open, and your highest destiny beckons. Are you ready to step forward and embrace it? Thank you for journeying with us through this revelation. The window from April 1st to April 5th is close at hand, so use these final days to prepare yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Maintain an open mind as you welcome fresh insights and remain centered in your heart as you navigate the unknown. True awakening is not about grandiose displays of power. It's about the quiet yet profound realization that we are all sparks of a greater divine tapestry. In unity with one another and in communion with the wisdom of Atlantis, may we anchor this new frequency of healing and grace upon the earth. Stay alert, stay curious, and stay inspired. A new dawn is breaking beneath the ocean's surface, and it's calling you home. Let this title serve as your clarion call. Share it with those you sense are ready. The chambers are alive, and so are you. Let's greet this tidal wave of transformation with courage, openness, and a fierce love for the astounding potential that lies in every human heart. The seas have secrets to share, and as they reveal themselves, we may just remember that the ocean of our own consciousness holds equally wondrous depths, waiting to be explored, embraced, and ultimately set free.